Death grip throw from the clinch. So what we're going to be doing is look at this one takedown from the underhook. So I've got myself a good underhook. So that's the first trick, is getting to the underhook, right? So get to the underhook, and of course I would be checking the other hand, throwing the knees to the groin, or if we're just wrestling, maybe doing a knee bump to get him off balance, and I'm going to snap him down. Sometimes you can just from here get this and just snap also enough to get your hand over. So I'm getting my arm over like a guillotine, but I'm just going to grab the chin. I'm not going to torque his neck or anything, I'm just grabbing it to keep in place. Now, the idea here is I'm going to lift and make his body rotate and throw him on his back. But the thing is, if I just lift here with this underhook, there's too much play. See how this is play? I can turn my upper body, but there's too much play in the shoulder. So to take that play out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit, and I'm going to take my hand and get as far over to his lat as I can. The guy's a lot bigger than you. You may only get to here, but you want to get as far as you can. And notice that my chest is under his shoulder a little bit. So now I pull him in, and now he's glued to my body. Now for street self-defense, you have to watch. He might hit you in the groin here. But the idea is, in reality, you do this very quickly and violently and take him down fast. But the idea, once I'm going to get here, I want to turn so they have the best turn for me. I'm going to step back. If I'm throwing to my right, step back with my right foot, bring him with me, and I'm going to turn and turn my whole upper body, and down he goes. You can go down with him as well. So one more time, I get the underhook. However you get into the underhook, I grab here, right? And a lot of times, like I said, you're here, you snap him down, you can let go with one motion to take him down. You're going to see a little video of sparring where I do it very slowly, step by step. And I get in, and I can't quite get this, and I have to walk my hand over. But the beautiful thing about this throw is you have such control, even against somebody much bigger and stronger than you. You can actually just go here and step and take your time and make eventually taking him down. And like I said, if you want to, you can go down with him, or let him go and you get out of there. Let's take a look at the sparring. Let's take a look at a little clinch grappling. So TQ, my daughter, 5 years old, is doing the videotape. So you're going to see her finger in there every once in a while. So here I am clinching with my partner here, trying to get that underhook. Hard to get. He's defending against that. I'm able to get the neck clinch really tight. He defends against that really well. I'm going to switch off and move myself into a good right underhook here. Get up to the neck, snap down, get that chin, get my hand in position, and start circling with forward pressure, and down we go. So let's take a look at it again. What did you see there? So first, you see how I'm trying to get that left underhook. It's a little bit, but he's putting too much pressure down. Can't quite get it. He's doing a good job. So since I can't get that, I decide to go to another good control position, grabbing the neck with both hands right there. So I have that good neck clinch position, elbows in, forearms tight. See, nice and tight. Well, he does a really good job here of taking his forearm and wedging it against my neck. So he is pushing into my neck with his forearm. His other hand is on my shoulder, so he has leverage to drive. And that makes it very uncomfortable for me. So what I'm going to do is use that to try to do a little setup to get back to a good underhook. So a lot of times, watch what's going to happen here. As he's pushing, I'm driving in to make him push a little harder. Now, see where I'm taking a step here with my foot? Watch that left foot right there. I'm going to step in. See that one more time. I step in, and my upper body's going to turn to shuck that arm off. And I go to almost go to a 2-on-1. He immediately pulls his right arm back. And generally, when people pull their right arm back, they will leave a little space under the left arm where you can drive and get an underhook. So that's what happened here. If we go back just a second, I go off and I drive like I'm going to his back. He pulls the right arm back, pushes with the left,
and you watch my left arm go in there, and I'm able to now walk it in and get a good underhook. Also notice how I'm using my fingers to walk up his back there a little bit. Watch this. I have to go whoop, 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 and I get to that good underhook position. Okay, so we're in a good underhook position, and we continue here. I'm holding him, keeping him up. I come back and I get the necktie. So underhook and a necktie. And now, look how I set that up. I push a little bit here, and that's going to set up a snap down, where I'm going to snap his head forward. As I snap, before he can get his head back up, he's doing a good job. He wants to get that posture there. He wants to get good posture. But just before he does, I'm able to get my hand over, and I am dropping my elbow to bring his head down to take away his posture. You see that? If he keeps in this posture with his head up here like he is, I'm not going to be able to finish that guillotine type position. So I step back and turn and drop all my weight to bend him forward. Okay, so we have this position. But notice I need to get this hand all the way over here in order to really secure his back, right? So watch my fingers and my hand. I'm going to start walking that hand again. Walk, 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 until I can get a good solid grip. Okay, now he does grab my leg, but in that position, because he's bent over, he doesn't have enough power to really finish that. So I don't even try to remove that, because better to keep him occupied with that on that leg when it's probably not going to really finish me. Now, to do the takedown itself, notice where I am. I start here. Watch how much rotation. I step with my left leg, step again, I step again, I turn, I have him a little bit turned over, step, 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 and finally down he goes. So let's just watch the whole thing one more time. And here we go. So in, looking for that underhook, can't. Neck clinch coming up here. There it is. Move him a little bit with that. He's wedging. I'm going to go like a 2-on-1 into an underhook. Drive that underhook. Get a hold of the head. Push in. Snap down. Get him bent over. Walk, walk, walk. Now watch. Just taking my time. If this was a fight, I would try to do this very violently and very quickly, but we were training and having fun. As you can see, we're both laughing there. So, there you go, death grip takedown.